What's going on, y'all guys? This is Rodney with GearCore EDC with today's carry, the Twosun TS165, done in titanium frame. Very peculiar, sort of bamboo-esque type looking knife. Has some micro milling on all the finger chorals and areas. Has a nice milled backspacer with a lanyard option. Milled titanium pocket clip. That is not great because it does go into that interior milled area there with those extra lightning holes or speed holes or whatever you want to call them. It does go in the pocket, but it's a little to be desired, to say the least. It does have some interior milling, lightning on that frame on the show side, and it's nice and snappy. There's also milling on the back side. You can really see the interior milled pockets from that view there. I'm actually showing I think that's some blood. I don't think it's rust. It could be. Of course, titanium, yeah, it's blood. I cut myself all the time. I play with knives all the time. I always got a nick or a cut or something here or there. This blade is a Wong design, this knife, and it is in 12C27. Wow, the camera's going crazy. Very feels good in the hand. Has jimping along the spine of the knife, or cutouts, however you want to call them. So you actually have 3 places to put that thumb, depending on how you want to use it. That finger groove acts as a forward finger choil area to grab. Really nice feeling in the hand. Really like this one. It's not one of my favorites, but it's one that I will keep. I like the Wong designs, Wong Denxin designs, because usually his knives are on the larger spectrum than some of the other Twosun designs. Has a hardened lock bar insert with an over travel stop built into it, and very snappy. Shake, drop, shut. So not completely drop shutty. If you get the angle just right and shake it just a little bit, it closes. Detent is good. Centering is right down the center. Lockup is very light on this knife. Trying to get you to see that. We're probably at about 20%. So that's a little lighter than I like. You can see that ceramic detent ball in there. This does have a detent ramp on it to make the closing nice and fluid. Has some jimping on the flipper tab and a stop pin that engages with the back spine of the blade. You gotta love all that micro milling on there. I'm not a real big fan of the hole work. I wish it was solid through here. Or even maybe put some kind of I got some scale material coming. I'm going to be modifying one of my Twosuns, and I'm probably going to have some leftover pieces that I'm going to change a few things on a couple different Twosuns that I have. And this would be a perfect candidate for putting a piece of that in there. And it would probably also help I might have to modify the clip for it to work because it actually sits into this recessed area. But that might help with that fluidness in and out of the pocket and that sitting down in that groove. But yeah, this is the Twosun TS165 by Wong, Denxin. Good blade material, nice and sharp. Forgive me on my video, today's carry video of the TS52, I made a statement. I was not thinking and looking at my measurement thing here, and I said the blade length was 9, or the overall length open was 9 1/4. It's 8 1/4. Please forgive me. Sorry about that. The blade length on this one, we're roughly looking at about 3 and maybe just over 5/8, almost, I'd say maybe 11/16 worth of cutting edge, and about 3 3/4 to right here at where the blade meets the frame. And overall length, we're looking at about 8 1/2, just a little bit more. This is a thicker framed knife, sort of thick for some of the Twosun offerings. 500 thousandths with the titanium. The slabs of titanium are roughly 198 thousandths, 200 thousandths thick on each side. And the blade material, the 12C27 stock, is 143 thousandths. Really seen this knife and really wanted to get it in hand. It's not one of my favorites. Again, I think I've said that. They do offer this knife in a couple variants of G10 and the titanium version that is now available in the M390. I would probably opt to get that, but since this is not one of my favorites, I'll probably opt out of that. Especially here, as of lately, they have released about a dozen new Twosun models that I like a lot. They're just going for more than I'm willing to pay at the moment. I already have a very bad addiction to buying Twosuns, so I don't need to get any that I don't really want. Feels good in hand. It's big enough. I think I've said this with a lot of Twosuns. It could be used as a weapon in the closed position. Feels really good in hand. The weight on this knife feels not too heavy. 127.8 grams and 4.5 ounces. I was going to say about 4 ounces, so I was a ½ ounce off. But that's well within reason for the size of the knife. It's beefy. It's a thick-handled piece of titanium, but it does have all those lightning channels and slots, interior milling that's been done to it that takes away from a lot of the weight. It would be much heavier if they had not done that. I mean, even the lock bar has a milled pocket in it. But that's what I had to show you today. All the hardware on this is T8 pivot. There's 2 screws, front and back. They're T8, and the lock insert is T6. So 2 screws construction. It is running on bearings, and it is a sort of a matte gray finish. I think this would look really good, maybe with some anodization done to it. I have been watching OCD for EDC. Him and Molly have done some great videos on anodizing titanium and doing some mods to different things. I really like his content, and I think he has, by watching him, I think I'm going to pull the trigger and get an anodizing machine. Not sure which one I'm going to go with yet. I've done a little bit with batteries, but that gets costly, and I didn't really like the results. And I'm going to be doing, possibly in the future, some of my own anodization videos if I can get my setup right. You would definitely see the results either or of if I do it. I really like colored anodization on titanium knives, and I have a slew of them. And I'm at a loss. It's been a long day. It's a Saturday. Thankfully, I have not had to work. That has been a blessing. And I'm going to try to stop saying because I know y'all get tired of hearing that. I say that so much. Lord, I say that so much. I think, what colors? I mean, maybe a greenish gold would look really good on this. Or maybe a real dark purple. And I know by watching OCD for EDC Justin on his channel, surface prep is everything, you know, be it an etch or a polish. And another buddy of mine, Berg Knife, he does all kinds of mods. There I go with that word again. He does a lot of pretty stuff. He sent me some pictures that are just perfect, beautiful. Really like it. And he contributes to my Twosun obsession. He has more than me. Great guy. This is what I have for you today, the Twosun TS165, and I will just ramble on and on. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Maybe taking a chance, if you're not at work, spending time with family, children, wife, husband, whatever the case may be, boyfriend, girlfriend. And just have a great, safe, COVID-19 social distancing weekend. I pray that America and the world will get back to normal very soon. And I hope the economy will boom and everything will get back to normal. I myself am lucky to still be working. Hours have been modified a little bit, which is good, getting a little more rest. But I like a paycheck, and so does everybody else. I look forward to getting back to normality. But hopefully, if anything, we have learned something from this experience of pandemics and the such. I hope y'all have a great day and a great night. This is Rodney with GearCore EDC. Y'all be blessed and stay sharp. Bye now.